Allah, you have guided me to say La ilaha illallah. Please do not let me go astray, oh Lord. La ilaha. My brother here, come and teach me. I don't know too much of Hausa, but
which one are you more comfortable with?
No one that I'm not comfortable now with that, my brother. To ask me to say one Hausa word, because you are innocent.
We're so excited to be back for season 2 of the Insight Podcast. This is the very best podcast you can find in Qatar. And I want to thank you all for staying put for us throughout this month that we've been on break. Now we're back. We're back with excitement. We're back with a full package, making sure that you get all you desire when it comes to premium content in Qatar. I'm talking about Africa. You know, the Insight Podcast is about the relationship between Qatar and Africa, whether it's business, whether it's sports, entertainment, just name it. We try as much as we can to give you the very best. So once again, I want to say thank you for staying with us. Thank you for supporting us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Insight Qatar. This is the best platform you can find in Qatar internet space. Please also make sure you share to all your friends and family. Let's grow this amazing community together. And today we're starting up with a bang, with a big bang. Basically because we want to give you premium content. And today we have the privilege of having one of Africa's best with us in the studio. I know you're excited. Are you eager to know who the person is? But just wait a little. I'm just going to read his profile for you because he is actually loaded. We're talking about a premium movie actor, one of Africa's most creative minds, emotional and versatile actor. From his breakout role in, I find it difficult to pronounce this, but let's take a try. From his breakout role in Coup de Klepto to starring in over 100 movies, 100 amazing movies. He has mastered the art of storytelling in depth, in heart, and authenticity. If you see him, you know what I'm talking about. He's a true proof of hard work, dedication, and growth, and he has actually grown through the ranks to become one of the best Nigeria has ever produced. He was born in Lagos, is rooted from Abeokuta in Ogun State, Nigeria. He was trained in dance and drama, and he holds a degree in mass communication. He is more than just an actor. He's also a full-blown creative force in the industry. He's a UNICEF collaborator, a multiple award winner, and a proud husband to an actress also. Her name is Lateef Adedimeji. And now, for the first time in Qatar, we are thrilled to have this incredible talent on our show. He's actually opening our season 2. Are we not lucky to have him? We're super lucky to have him. So join me, welcome Lateef Adedimeji. You know, it was not easy reading your profile.
Right, I know.
Basically, trying to put this together, I was like, how can I make it short? I did so many cuts, but I'm happy I was able to bring this up. But thank you so much, Lateef, for joining us. I know everybody know you as Lateef, but his full name is Lateef Adedimeji.
Correct.
Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you so much.
And it's actually a privilege having you to open our season 2 in Qatar.
Thank you.
Is it your first time being in Qatar?
It's my second.
Second time. in 2025.
Yes, the same year.
This same year, there must be something very interesting here.
Yes.
Yeah, I know you came up this time for the BTM Award.
BTM Awards,
and
yes.
it was a very exciting event. I was there, and thank you for coming out. It's so good to see that our creators back home are being celebrated globally. I believe you will agree with that.
Yes.
And we want to say thank you to BTM Entertainment. They put out a great show. They brought these great artists to Qatar to celebrate them. We are proud of what you're doing. We are part of what you're doing. Let's keep growing this community. Let's keep growing Africa entertainment in Qatar. And also, let's keep growing Qatar entertainment industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's
glad to be here.
It's a pleasure. No, so let's start with, you've been here for a few days now in Qatar. So what do you think? How's your experience been in a few days in Qatar?
It's been a beautiful one.
Yeah, I don't expect less.
Such a peaceful stage.
Okay.
A working country, a well-equipped economy.
Okay.
You know, with all the necessary things. You know, everything is just in place, and that's how you see that a country is running the way it should. And that's Qatar. It's been an amazing time here.
It's so good to hear that from you. but with your outings and engagements in Qatar, have you found any similarities in culture, in lifestyle with Africa or Nigeria specifically?
I think there are similarities when it comes to culture and lifestyle. The morals that Africans carry is here as well.
Yeah.
That act of kindness, that act of because I was lucky to be here during fasting, and I saw the way things were done, and I saw the courage of people. I saw how much, how much they put into that, and that's beautiful. And that's how much of things we put in also back home. So there are a lot of similarities between us here and then over there.
Yeah, but it's good to hear you talk about Ramadan. What religion? Are you a Christian or Muslim? People get confused actually.
I'm a Muslim.
Because they saw you, I was speaking with someone a few days ago and they were like, they saw you singing. I think you sang with Shola.
Yeah.
And they were like, the person was confused, like, are you a Christian or are you Muslim?
I'm a Muslim. And then what about me is the best religion ever that I know about is your conscience. So and Islam teaches you peace and to live in peace with everybody. So whether somebody else is a Christian or not, you are to live in peace with that person.
Absolutely.
If the Prophet says 40 houses to your right, 40 houses to your left, those are your neighbors. To your front and to your back are your neighbors. And you're supposed to do good to them. So if they are not Muslims, aren't you going to be good to them? So, it basically teaches you peace. So you must have, people must be able to have access to you, because when trouble is coming, if you've been good to them and they're not of your religion, they can save you. They can give you the information ahead of time. But if you're not good to them because they're not practicing your religion, you'll be in problem.
True.
So it all teaches live in peace with everybody that you meet.
Yeah, that's actually a good message, because peaceful coexistence, the things that actually disturbs it is what divides us, which is religion, which is language. These are the things that divide us as people. But if we can actually put this aside and put our conscience forward, I think it's going to be a better place for everybody.
Exactly.
Let's go away from religion.
All right.
I got to know that you started with dancing.
Right.
And at some point you made the switch.
Right.
To acting.
Right.
What actually caused this switch?
Basically, I was trained by a non-governmental organization in those days, 98, 99. They go to secondary schools and pick
people.
Their best students that are doing well, and not because they want to do anything with them, but they just want to equip them with the necessary information. Because at that time, HIV/AIDS, STDs, a whole lot of those things are rampant in Nigeria and then amongst young people. So they need to train other young people to be peer educators and counselors so that they can counsel their peers not to fall a victim of such, acts. So they take us to their own organization and they give us all of the topics. They take us through 18 topics: self-awareness, self-esteem, assertiveness, knowing who you are, knowing that you are of God, and all of those topics. And then so that when you get back to your school and you're discussing with your peers and they raise an issue that you know about and you're more equipped with the information, it is very possible for you to get them convinced and they, to be on the right path. You know, and that's how they do. And then basically, they pass information across to acting, dancing, and music.
Okay.
So that is where I learned how to sing, I learned how to dance, I learned how to act, and all of that. So they molded me to everything.
You're a jack of so many trades.
Yes.
I saw you singing. I saw that you can create so many characters.
Right.
That takes me to something I saw. Is it the son of the prime minister's son?
Yes.
Tell us about it. I think it was something that brought out a very unique part of you.
Yes.
And I think most of your fans have not really come across that.
Yeah, a whole lot of people didn't know about it because it was just, you know, it's good to work all the time, and then, but at the same time, when you work, it is also necessary for you to take a break and take a look at what you have done in the past and see where you're lacking, or you see where you feel you want to improve. And that was what happened to me, because I've been shooting films back to back for years. And then 2019, I thought I should have a break. Not because I don't want to act, but I feel, yes, I've done films. People know me. But these parts that they molded me with, a lot of people don't know about it. So I think I should do something extraordinary. So I said, I'm going to go on a break for 3 months and then go on stage, do rehearsals, and do a play. So I picked a very dangerous one because it could mark the beginning of a new career for me, or it could just be the end of that career that I'm trying to build. But I was set and I was ready for it. Because if you don't take a risk, I don't think you can be a successful person. You should try it. So I picked the book. It was written by Professor Greg, one professor in Nsukka. He's a professor of theater. So the Prime Minister's Son is one-man, 10-character play. And then it was for 2 hours non-stop. So I had to rehearse for 3 months, and then I did a performance on my birthday, 1st of February 2020. Yes. So I had to invite the professor himself to come, and a whole lot of other people that are grounded, well-grounded in the space of theater, to come and sit and watch. I just want to test myself. I just want to put myself to that rigorous exercise of let people see what you can deliver. And then I don't want to go to brands to say, I know how to act, I'm an actor, have you seen this film? Have you seen this film? So it wasn't like there is a ticket or anything.
It was a free show.
Invite to different people, different brands to please come. With the intention of when you come and then you see what I've done, you can decide on your own if this is a brand you want to identify with or not, you know. And that was it. And I think it marked the beginning of a new era for me, because it not quite long after then was when we hit the lockdown. Yeah. And lockdown was the best year for me ever, because that was the year that a whole lot of good things happened to me. All of these brands that came for the Prime Minister's Son that I didn't know, I wasn't aware of, had to call me for gigs and all that. And I got a lot of money during lockdown. So it was a beautiful
people
one.
Were crying during lockdown. Someone was there making
smiling.
money. So how did that actually directly affect your career? Because you didn't say much. I read a bit of that work. You had to take like 10 characters, one person after the other, going after the other character.
Switching into different characters.
Yeah, and not just that, it was more like you memorized the book.
Yeah, every line, 89 pages, word for word. Because the professor brought the book to the venue and then asked people to buy. So people bought the book, and while I was on stage doing my lines, people were reading and trying to find out if you misses the line or you jump the line.
And you didn't miss?
I didn't miss no line.
That should have gone on Guinness World Record. You didn't invite them for it.
I didn't miss no line. And I remember the word of the writer, the professor. He said, "Today, I know that I wrote this book for you 29 years ago. And that alone was a motivation for me. If a professor that wrote the book could say that I interpreted it just like he envisaged it 29 years ago.
He waited for 29 years to get that.
Which was a good one for me. And then that marked the beginning of a whole lot of things, because people didn't see that coming. you've known me to have acted just a particular role or two or not, but now you see me play the part of an old woman, a young lady, a middle-class guy, a rich chief, you know, an Igbo person, a Calabar person, all on that same stage without leaving, not stepping out of the stage. It is just one costume. Yeah, a non-stop performance for 2 hours and just one costume, not leaving the stage. But the beauty of it is, as an actor, if people close their eyes and then you are acting, they must be able to feel what you're doing from your voice. So whether they're seeing, and that is what radio drama does to people. You're not seeing them, but you're listening to them, and you could feel the emotion of what they are trying to pass across to you. And that's the job of an actor. You must be able to have that in you as well. And that comes to how you interpret your roles, the mannerism, the voice, and all of that. And those were the lots that I put into the play. And it was a good one.
It was not just a good one, it was a massive project.
Yes.
It was a massive project. Looking at how much work you had to do, memorizing 89 pages and delivering for 2 hours without a shift. Amazing. I think you should go back to do that again. Invite Guinness World Record to come take a look on that.
I want something that is tougher than that. So I'm working on it.
Something bigger.
Yes.
Okay.
That was 10 character. Maybe I could do a 15.
50 character.
Yeah.
That's good. Another thing I want to talk about is talking about the character. You had to do 10 characters on one set. Now, you are someone we've gotten to know in the industry that you're very emotional.
Right.
I don't know if you're emotional only on the front of the camera or you're emotional in life generally, but you're a very emotional person, and the way you spill out these tears, how do you perform this magic? Because people see you like you can just switch to tearing so easily. Is it that there's a way you built yourself to that? Is it that there was a moment in your life that connects to that you always remember, that you just switch? Let's know. I'm just a complete thespian that has never for once stopped working on himself. I've never for once allowed fame or allow popularity to stop me from rehearsing every day of my life. So, when you do something constantly, all of the time, it becomes a part of you. So at the time you need it, and you just need to tell yourself, "This, I need you now," and that's just get in,
and it's gonna come.
How do I tell myself that?
It's very easy.
You want to teach me that? Really, it's an amazing talent for that. Yeah.
It's just, when you know that it's about time, all you need to tell yourself as an actor is, this is what I'm about to do.
Okay.
There must be a forgettiveness of your own self to assume the thing that you want to do. Because there's just a thin line between you and the character you're playing. There is an atom of you, of an actor, in the character they choose to play. When they blow it up, you just need to blow it up. But if an actor delivers a character well, he has an atom of it inside of him, even if it is not his dealing on a daily basis. So if he blows it up, then you have it. You just need to blow it up, and then the rest is history. Right.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's look at the Nollywood industry. It has grown really big, courtesy of the efforts of people like you, other people in the industry who came before you. Right. They've sowed a great seed, and they've built this industry to where it is now. Right. But now we're looking at the current day Nollywood. We're seeing that there's a gradual deviation from the root. Right. You are someone who it's so big on culture, on the roots of where you come from, the Yoruba land. So most of your movies, you don't go far from that. All right, but we see that in the current day, we see more of westernization in our movies. Right. People are losing the culture. People are losing that storyline. So now I get concerned, like, how do the younger generation learn? Right. What are they going to learn from? Because movies, they play a very strong societal role. Right. So do you agree that there's this deviation, or is it that we are not seeing?
Yeah, there is the deviation. It used to be very much, but right now I think we're beginning to close the gap.
Okay.
Because before now, there is that so much belief that it is only Western film. When you do a Western film, that is the only thing that will sell. And that is because that is what you feed people with. If you feed them with another thing and they enjoy it, they begin to patronize it.
Yeah.
So basically, and then when we come to that realization, we had to go back to our roots and say, let's start telling our stories. Because the problem is, we don't even have this documentation of our own stories. And we've got a lot of heroes. The Yoruba has a lot of true stories. The Hausa has, the Igbo has, and all of that. What is happening to all of those stories? And then modernization has come, and then everybody wants to give birth to their kids outside
Nigeria.
And then you aren't going to bring them back home until they are 18 or 20. And then when they come back and then you want to tell them the story, they don't even know their language, they can't speak it. So what becomes of them? That means and then when you give birth to them outside Nigeria, they become the citizen of another country. So you can't claim them. If you cannot claim them with citizenship, claim them with their roots. Let them be aware of where they come from and all of that. And that's why we had to start telling our own stories. So if you don't even come home, when you get to sit with your parent and they tell you, this is your root, this story happened so year, and they just brought it back into a movie, watch it so that you know that this and this happened. This is one hero that fought for this, that fought for this. And, that way they are beginning to learn about the root. They're beginning to learn their language, even if they can speak it well, have an idea of it. And then things begin to grow. And then we can see that people are beginning to embrace it, which means we just thought something was good because not knowing that is because we fed people with it. Now start feeding them with something else that is of their own, that is of their blood. They will relate to it as well. Yes, we can make it more fun by infusing modernization into it and all of that, but still do not lose the roots and do not lose the culture and tradition that we are trying to let other people know. If they can embrace theirs, what is stopping us from embracing our own? And let them embrace ours. We have a lot of other European people, Americans, that learn Yoruba and speak Yoruba so fluently. A whole lot of them will come to Ifa festivals in Oyo, they will come to Oshun Osogbo and all of that. If they can embrace our own, what is wrong with you that owns the culture and tradition? We can do better.
This is true. It's actually a message that should go around Africa, because we just get so lost easily when we go to the West.
Exactly.
And that's a problem. There's this movie, because for you, like I said earlier, you're more into your roots movies, Yoruba movies. And there's this movie you did last year, Lisabi. Did I pronounce it well?
Right.
Lisabi. Lisabi. Okay, Lisabi. That movie became a stunner. I think it was a lot of hard work for you, because we saw everything in that movie. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Do you want to share light on that movie?
Yeah. At that time, I just felt I've played lead character in so many people's movies. I am not a producer. I'm only an actor. And then you're an actor. After the film, that's it. What have you done? I have acted in so movies. But which one is your own? I do not have. And I felt it's high time I do one. So I went back to my roots.
Okay.
Lisabi is the story of the Egba warrior that fought for the liberation of the Egba people in the 18th century. So I felt, which is the first thing that I should do is go home and tell your story. Let people feel that this is where you come from, and let people embrace it. It was a risk. It wasn't an easy time, but I love to take risk. And I love when people tell me you can't do it. Yeah, I'm very stubborn when you tell me I can't do it. I can't do something good, really.
You don't look stubborn, though.
Yeah, I am. I'm stubborn when it comes to doing successful things, and then you dare me. I don't mind to do it and fail. If I fail, I'll do it again until I pass it. But not trying it at all is what I would not do, and I would not take it. And I would not even let your words put me down. I would rather wave your words, let it go, and go for that thing that I need to go for. And that was exactly what I did. And today I'm proud that we were able to pull that thing. And it's a great one today. And I've got another stubborn person beside me who is as stubborn as I am when it comes to pursuing success. My wife is as stubborn as I am when it comes to pursuing success.
That's a good pair then.
So it's a beautiful one. So if I say it and she says that, no, this is it, she'll be the one to start pushing. No, you have to. Even when I'm trying to draw back at some point, no, there's no going back. This one has to be done. Let's do it. And it's a beautiful one. It came out really successful.
And your wife actually is also a successful actress like you.
Yeah.
And how do you manage being an actor and your wife also in the same industry? How much of drama do we have in the house?
There's no drama. There's no drama. People see actors as very dramatic people, but no, they're just they are human beings. It's the life in the house is quite different from the life outside the house. The life out on set is the character you're assuming to play, not your natural self when you're in the house. There's a difference, and then you don't miss it together. When it's work, is work. When it's home, keep the home front well and all that. So there's a way we're able to manage it. And when there is a clear understanding and then you both have the same vision and you're looking at the same thing at the same time, it makes it easy for you. Unlike when it's my own vision is A and then you have a Z in your head, and it's not going to work because I'm going to be trying to measure up to yours and you want to be trying to measure up to mine. But it's the same thing. So let's match up together at the same time. So
one of your secret propellers, one of your secret energy box, it's the first lady.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Kudos to her. Thank you. It's good that both of you are in the same industry, so the understanding will be better, and it will help you grow faster.
Right.
And no wonder you're bringing out some amazing work.
Thank you.
And I know we're definitely going to be seeing more of these amazing works from you.
Of course.
Because the industry is growing, and now we're looking at the international scene.
Right.
The way Afrobeat has gone across the world, conquered the world, and this is the same way Nollywood has traveled.
Yes.
And looking at the Middle East, good you're here now, you're standing on the Middle East soil.
Right.
Now we're saying that, okay, movies have moved. Okay. Africans, Europeans, even Asians, they are now looking into the direction of Nollywood.
Right.
So how do you see this growth? How far has it become an advantage to the markets back home?
Yeah, it's a great advantage because the joy is to export what you have to somewhere else. Let them embrace it. Learn about theirs and export theirs to your people for them to also learn. And that's the essence of life. That's what knowledge is about. When I don't know about it, you teach me via your film or you teach me via your books or something that was written about your country. And I read about it and I get to know. I may never be there. I may never be in that country. But via books and all of that, I can talk about the country like I lived there. So that's the exchange. That is what movie want to do to us. I'm on the soil of Qatar now and all of that. I'm beginning to want to learn about their culture. I'm beginning to want to learn what is that historic thing about Qatar. And then that I can infuse into my film or a project that I want to do and put in my own culture and tradition as well. Mix it all together. People at home will learn about Qatar. Qatar people will learn about mine. And beautiful. And that way we are exchanging our cultures, we're exchanging our tradition, and we are exchanging a whole lot of things in the business world. And before you know it, it's a smooth run.
It's a smooth run.
Right.
We're really looking forward because the Middle East market, it's a growing market when it comes to films.
Right.
And I don't think it would be a bad idea for Nollywood to take some shots here in the movies. Like you said, adding the Qatari culture or Qatari scripting into your scripting work, it will create a higher cultural exchange, like you've said. So, you having this thought, are we going to see something very soon?
Definitely, definitely.
Because we're looking forward to collaboration with Qatari film industry and the Nollywood industry. You will help this industry grow.
Right.
And at the same time, there's the exchange of value also.
Of course.
So, we will need our actors back home, our producers, to start looking into Qatar. Qatar has a very, very open system. The infrastructures are amazing.
Obviously, I can see.
Yeah? Why do you want to jump to UK or you want to go to the US to just shoot when you can come to Qatar to shoot?
Right.
So please, let's make a direct request to you now.
We are coming to film in the city of Qatar.
Please, we're here to give every support that is available to make it happen. Really, we're looking forward to that. Soon. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
We've been too serious, actually. We've been too serious. He's been talking and talking. You don't know this man here. This man is a jack of all characters. All right? We've been talking on a normal tone. Let's make a switch now. No, really. You did some work with the skit makers. Right. You did some work with other people, you know, and you played different characters. You can be an Igbo man, you can be an Hausa man, you can be a Yoruba man, and you can be a Wari man also. Can you?
I can try.
And he can sing. Maybe we should ask him to do a freestyle for us.
Okay. Sing. We're in Qatar, yo. I could do Allah, you have guided me to say La ilaha illallah. Please do not let me go astray, oh Lord. La ilaha illallah. Guide my family, make us worship you till the end of time. La ilaha illallah. Somebody could, you know.
I told you guys, he's so talented. Not just that, he just sang. I want him to give us an Hausa character. Don't worry. You will see what I'm talking about.
My brother here. Come and teach me. Come and teach me. I don't know too much of Hausa, but
which one are you more comfortable with?
There is no one that I'm not comfortable with. Now with that, my brother, I know that you can ask me to say one Hausa word. You can say Aina Sanche. I mean, in Azunki or in Azunki, I mean, he knows it well. That's the Hausa language, though. I'm learning. I need to learn that language. But
it's good. Your diversity, the strength you have in springing around all sides is amazing, really.
Thank you.
We didn't make a mistake. We brought the very best. I told you he's the very best, and he's so talented in so many areas. Please, we're just starting. It's our season 2. We're coming out strong. We're coming out big. Please make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms at the Insight Qatar. At the Insight Qatar. Please follow, share, and let's keep growing this amazing community together. So Lateef, let me switch to something.
Okay.
There's this notion now running around that the skit makers have become Nollywood actors. Yeah, they're taking up roles, they're producing their own films, they've left the skits. Not really, they didn't leave, but they're producing movies now. Now, looking at, they are not the traditional actors. They just came up acting skits and they saw that they're good on camera. Do you think they've started taking the central roles that the active actors should be taking?
I don't think so. And I don't think there is, maybe it's just names that we try to give to people. I don't see there is a skit maker. I don't see there's enough. You are an actor, you are an actor. An actor can choose to do a skit. An actor can choose to do a film. An actor can choose to find a strength in doing just short stuff, and an actor can choose to find a strength in doing long-length movie. Okay. So what we are all doing is film. It could just be short, and because it's short, they feel it's a skit.
Yeah.
Because it's long, they feel it's a film. But all you're trying to do is filmmaking.
True.
So I don't think somebody can take the space of another. What is important is whoever is trying to produce a film will look for the strength of what he wants.
That's to do.
If you're a skit person, if you do short films and they feel that the strength they need in this to carry this film is you, they look for you. If you're doing long length film and the people that do short skit feels if I use you, it will give me what I want, they will come for you, even when they know that you don't do short films. You know, so everybody is just an actor. They just look for you where your strength is, and they just get to you and put you on the board.
Yeah, you've worked with several. I've seen that you've worked with several skit makers. Who will you say is the best you've worked with?
if they are all good. Everybody is
I know
good
they
in
are all
one way or
good.
the other.
I know they are all good.
I don't have
but
the best. They are all amazing people.
Yeah.
Everybody has a strength in them. You know, A strength is different from B
B,
strength. B
yeah.
strength is different from C strength. But there is a strength, and that strength is the best of that person. He may not be best in everything, but he has a best in him. So I would not see the other side that is not best. I would only see that best of him and call him best.
Okay.
So everybody is practically best in their field.
That's. I would say you're trying to be political, but at the same time you're saying the fact.
That's
you're saying the fact.
You know,
you're saying the fact. I know these guys are doing amazing work. I see the efforts they put in, and I see one big word: collaboration. You know, we see that skit makers are working together, doing different content together, growing together, and that is helping the industry grow. But we don't see this in some other parts of Africa. Because for us as a platform, we're not just about West Africa, we're about Africa as a whole, whether it's from the West, the South, the East, or the North. So we want the growth to spread, right? So we've seen that other parts of the continent are not really up there in this level. What, as a pioneer, because Nollywood is a pioneer of African movie and global movie, what do you think will be the best approach for the Nollywood industry to move across borders and go to somewhere like East Africa, for example, or Central Africa, to just introduce what we do, how we win, all right, to those people so that they can have opportunity to grow?
I think we're getting there. We've got a lot of Ghanaian actors acting in Nigerian films. We've got Nigerians acting in Ghanaian films. And then when it's time to do promotions and all that, you see them come to Nigeria, do promotions, and everybody does promotions. And you see Nigeria travel to Ghana to go do promotions when the film is in cinema. Funke Akindele has done it, you know, and then that's collaboration, and that's them being involved in what we are trying to talk about, which means if there's another country that we feel this is the next target for us to go, we'll move there with the same mindset, with the same level, and still do the same thing. So it is very achievable. We just need to say, this is the next thing to do, and we get it done.
You speak so positively, all right? You're a positive person. And you've spread this positivity across board, which is evident in all you do, But what keeps you inspired? What keeps you really motivated? What keeps you at the top and you're not making a step down? You're all about growing. So what's that motivation, that inspiration that you get?
The fact that whatever I am now, whatever I think I own now is not mine. And it can be taken off me at any time. And the only thing that can take it off me is death. So while I wait for it, I should just keep doing what I think I know how to do best. And trying to see that other people even put their best in it. Because your best till your last breath. So why do you want to come down? Just keep doing it, and then know the fact that everybody is as important as you, even if you are at the way top. And there's somebody really down here. There is one thing that person down here has that you do not have, and you can never have. So you looking down on that person, you're going to be in trouble. Because you are over there. In Nigeria, as you're over there, you may choose not to want to drive yourself.
You need a driver,
You need a driver. So if you look down on this person that is down here, who is likely for you to hire as your driver, and you look down, you will never have a driver, and then you can choose to drive and then you die. So you won't have a choice than to hire the person. So that person is as important as you as well. There's just a difference that you pay him, he is not paying you. But he is offering you something for the payment that you're being given to him. So everybody is as important as the people at the top, middle class, or low class.
It's very true. But we have young artists coming up in the industry. The pace for success, it's very high for them. They just want to jump. People like you have been in the industry for years, over a decade. You know, you grew the ranks to get to where you are. But obviously, people at the moment, people don't want to grow. People don't want to go through those levels.
Through the process.
They just want to be a finished product overnight. They just want to get success overnight. What do you have to say as a pioneer, as someone who has grown through the rank, who has seen it all? Maybe not all, you're still seeing, you're still learning, you're still growing, because learning is continuous, you know that. So what do you have to say to these young artists who are still just coming into the industry, Some are in already, some are still out
Yeah.
and want to come in. What's your message of hope and success for them?
Stop running after what is not, what you don't have power over. Because nobody has power over fame. Nobody has power over fame. Fame is what will notice you yourself and come to you when you feel it's time for it to come. So while you're waiting for it to come, I tell people all of the time, build your craft. The fame will come for what you have built. But if you're looking for fame and you get the fame, what do you want to use the fame to do? You know, it's just that. So continue to build your craft so that when the fame comes, there is a lot for the fame to keep singing and stay with you for as long as possible. But when you're not building the craft, why the time you're supposed to use to build the craft, you're using to run after the fame. Okay, when the fame choose to come,
you start building the craft.
What do you want to use to sustain it? You now want to start building the craft with the fame. What will people say?
True.
So build the craft, let the fame come for the craft, and then you can now continue building, and that can make you stand the test of time. Basically.
That is very true. That is very true. In this industry, Nollywood, we're talking so much about Nollywood because that's where you're from. Yeah. And at the same time, it's the angle we want to push to Qatar and the Middle East so that there can be future collaborations, there can be growth also in this region. But in Nollywood, what do you think is the most challenging things in terms of actors, the production system, the marketing system, the endpoints from A to Z? What do you think is the most challenging part?
It's basically funding. There should be people should. I think people are scared to always invest when it comes to filmmaking, and then people should see the good in investing in filmmaking. Entertainment is a very lucrative job. There's so much in it, and all of that. Then also, I think we're getting better back home. Distribution purposes, going to cinemas and all of that. A whole lot of these things are getting better, and then we just need to keep pouring out good content.
That's a word. Good content, not just shooting.
Content, yes, relatable.
Yeah.
Morally relatable content, storytelling that is of our own. Not using stories to tell the wrong side of us, and then you want people to embrace your country. And then you're supposed to use this movie to change the wrong narration or the wrong narrative that people has about the country. So that's what filmmaking should be. You know, that's what we should use it to do most of the time. Tell the story of how people fought for liberation, and then after the liberation, tell the story of how it has been a continuous growth, not going back down to the wrong side all of the time. So I think we're getting there. We'll keep trying, we'll keep pushing. It's a Rome isn't built in a day. It's a step after the other, and then we will get there. So we're on that line, we're on that path.
When you talk about people are scared of investing in entertainment, why are they scared? What's the fear?
Yeah, because when you put in money when you give people money to go produce film, and then you come back with a no content for me. Then what's the assurance that people know good film?
Yeah. And
then you brought out a film for me, and I watched for like an hour, and I'm asking you, what are you trying to pass?
So let's assume we got people, for example, in Qatar who want to invest in the movie industry back home. Is there a platform that secures their investments or that guides them on how and where to invest if they wish to come in to invest?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. And then look for reliable people to collaborate with and invest in their craft. Because you know that they have done this, they have done this, they have done this. They have a track record of things that they have done. And then you know that when you put in your money here, there is this 70% assurance that you're going to get it back.
Yeah.
Not just want to raise people who have strived to raise themselves as well. that do not just have the opportunity, but they know this craft, and you know that they know it.
Yeah.
So those are people to link up with, and then
okay, that's good to share. Just a deviation. We've seen so many Nollywood actors taking a step into politics. Are you thinking of making a shift soon?
I might, but not now. Might be later. Because for everything we do, be you an actor, be you anything, the success of the country, the working country, is the joy of every one of us.
True.
So it doesn't mean that because you're an actor, you cannot run a country. It is the country that you live in. That's where you make your own money as well. And then you see things that are happening. You know people that are suffering. And then you are even more outside than the people in the political world and in the political space. So it's not a wrong thing. It's not a wrong thing. And then even if they are not in position of power, people in position of power should hire them when they are in. Because they are more closer and they see and they even travel wider than the people in the political world.
Okay.
So it's nothing wrong.
So let's do a funny part now. If you decide to jump into politics, and we've seen so many of them, they go for elections, and the success or the popularity on the screen does not translate to the election votes. All right. So if you come in, are you going to have the Jagaban votes type, or are you going to have the Peter Obi volume or Jagaban volume?
I mean, I don't know. I might be lucky to combine the both.
Yeah.
But what is important is, and then what that I would tell people is, whether you are a face in the film industry or you're not a face, or you are a face, you can actually be a face on Instagram and not a face. You can have an online presence and you do not have a offline presence.
Offline presence, yeah.
So, which is very important. If you do not have an offline presence, the people that vote mostly are offline people. So what is your offline presence with people? Do you mean the minute you become a celebrity, every other people that lives in the rural area, people that are of low class, they are no longer the people that you relate with? They are no longer the people. What happens to giving back to the society that you grew up from before you became whatever you are? So those are the things that celebrities, actors, famous people need to learn, need to know about. You must keep going back to these people in case you think you want to run this kind of run at some point. They would ask you, what have you done for us before? So if there is something you have done for them before, if there is something you have been doing,
that will speak for you at that time.
For you.
True.
And then whatever it is will translate to what you want.
Right. True. Talking about giving back, we know you involved in so many humanitarian ventures.
Right.
And do you want to share more light on the projects you are into in terms of humanitarian services?
No, I don't say that.
It's secrets.
I just do my thing on the low.
But at least you're giving back to the society. That's what is important.
It is very important
you're building
to my
people.
life.
You're building people after you. You're building people to come.
I have my own NGO. I run it on the background. It's been on for like 5-6 years.
Okay.
And I do things on a yearly basis, every 3 months and all of that. And I've never posted it. But it gives me joy. And I'm happy about it. Which is the best thing. You can have money and do not have joy. So what's the essence of the money that you have?
Yeah, true.
So whether you have a 5 naira and then you share 3 naira with people and then you're so happy, the peace of mind is even more sensible than when you have too much and there's no peace of mind, there's no joy. If you die, they will buy you coffee of how much. And that's it.
I still go down. Everybody goes down at the end of the day.
What you have.
Yeah, true. Thank you so much, Lateef, for sharing so much with us. It's been exciting talking to you.
Thank you.
You're so deep. You have so much information, knowledge, and experience in this industry. Thanks for coming to Qatar to share this with us. But before you go, is there something new? Because it's the first time you're in Qatar. It's the first time we're having you on the show. Are we going to have a privilege of knowing what is next from Lateef?
Something new is coming. another historical story is coming.
Okay.
From myself and my wife, and we're working tirelessly.
It's a family shot this time.
That's always been a family shot.
Awesome.
And it will always be a family
shot. Good. Good.
2 heads are always better than one. And these 2 heads are just one. So our own 2 heads are one. So
very solid
it's
one.
Just one moving at the same level. So something is coming. We're working tirelessly on it, and then we pray that it comes out even bigger than Lisabi that we have done before. So.
We're looking forward, and we wish you the very best on that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, viewers, for staying with us up to this time. We told you it was going to be an interesting session. I know you've seen it all. So thank you for joining us. And please, if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you don't need to waste time. Please run there, click that subscribe button, and also follow us on all our social media platforms so that we keep growing this community to get together. And trust me, premier content comes your way now and then. So thank you so much. But before we go, there's something we call rapid fire questions.
Right.
You want to jump on it?
Which one is that one?
We're just going to ask you a question and you just tell us your preferred answer.
Okay.
Would you rather ride the Rolls Royce in Doha or ride the keke through Ibadan traffic?
I'll ride the keke through Ibadan traffic. It's fun. I'll see my people. I'll know them. They will know me. They will wave at me. We'll laugh. It's fun.
This man doesn't want to leave his roots. Friday brunch in Qatari 5-star hotel or Sunday rice and stew with family in Nigeria?
Okay, let's do some Sunday rice and all of that with family in Nigeria. It's always fun.
Chai. Get sport at a 5-star hotel in West Bay or eat amala in your with hands in Ibadan.
Okay, let's get sports in West Bay here.
Thank you for once. For once, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We just wanted to create a light site before we let you go. But lastly, as per our tradition right from season 1, every guest that comes on our show, we give them something to go with. All right? So we have our special gift for you to tell you thank you for coming to our show.
Thank you.
Thank you for visiting Qatar.
So
this is just Qatar going with you.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Qatar. Thank you. The Insight Podcast. And good people, you need to subscribe to their YouTube channel. Keep watching. There's so much for you to learn and so much coming on this channel. So keep watching and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But tell us one thing. We have other artists back in Nigeria, other celebrities, even non-celebrities who have not come to Qatar before. Now you've come twice in 2025. You want to tell them something?
They know they have to be here because they can see, they can feel the enjoyment. And I'm sure that a whole lot will be coming to Qatar from time to time right now. Come and experience what I've experienced.
Yeah. Come and get your own share. Thank you so much for joining us on this first episode of season 2. It's so amazing to have you stay with us. Please get us growing together. Subscribe to this channel. Share with your friends and family, and let's create this magic together. I am Famous Aluya.